Hi guys, welcome again to another episode of Beyond the Scenes. Today we are with Terace DaSilva, and Terace is an entrepreneur. She's the owner and CEO of, you guessed it, TerAnDas hair, nails and makeup. So Terace,
yes,
thank you for joining us and agreeing to this interview today.
you are most welcome, and thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here and to see you again.
Yes, we go way back. I won't say the years, it may guess our ages, but yeah.
I'm only 15.
Yes, I am 16.
Right.
Alright, so Terace, I'm so excited to have you on, and it's something that you have been looking forward to.
Yes.
So we are here to let our viewers and our listeners know of Terace, her business, her journey to getting where she is, and what her plans are, and how you can be a part of those plans. So Terace,
Yes.
let us know, how did you come up with this business and also the name for the business?
Well, let me go ahead and start off with the name.
Okay.
TerAnDas is actually my name, her names, Terace DaSilva. So it's the first few letters of
Yes.
my first, my middle, and my last name. And it was given to me by my dad, the late Glenroy Earl DaSilva Sr. So he left me with this legacy.
Wow.
And he gave me that name in 2013 when I decided that I'm going to do makeup and I wanted a name for my business. And he said, why not use a name? It was a representation of you. And he came
nobody
up,
can copy it.
right, he came up with the name, and I ran with it ever since from 2013. So thank you, Daddy.
Alright, so let's go back a bit. You said that 2013 you got the name for your business, but having known you for longer than 2013, I'm sure that you have been doing makeup for that long time. It's something that you've always liked.
Well, yes, I've enjoyed anything concerning beauty, anything that you have a blank canvas and then you enhance it.
Yeah.
So whether it's you have a blank room and I do decor, or anything to get your hair done, I want to take something from nothing to create something beautiful.
Yeah.
So I've always been interested in that. I actually started doing hair from I was 8 years old. My mom had 3 girls, and for the life of her, she can't comb hair.
Okay.
So
and you're the last? Or?
I'm the second child and the second girl.
Yes.
And I used to go to primary school in grade 1, and I would pull out my hair and comb it over how I wanted. So after doing this a few times, Mom decided that she comb your hair yourself. So I did. I started in grade 1, and I started combing my hair myself. And then my older sister, Teresa, she decided that she wanted me to comb her hair instead of Mom, and that's how it really started. Yeah, about 8 years old.
Wow. And then the makeup part of it.
Makeup, I've always just been, as I said, interested in anything that deals with enhancing beauty. And I used to just do my eyebrows. I've always had nice eyebrows. And then when I found out about foundation, and I used to have acne, bad acne, so I used to use it, so foundation to cover up the blemishes and so forth. And I used to just try to ensure that makeup looks natural. And
I agree with that.
that's where it started, just me trying to cover up my acne blemishes, and person seeing that I could do makeup. And I actually started doing makeup as a profession. I was in New York, and a friend of mine who has a multimedia production company, he had an event that he needed to do a video shoot for. And I was there, and he was like, Terace, I need you to do makeup for a shoot. And I'm like, but I'm not a makeup artist, I just do my makeup. And he's like, I've seen you, we're going somewhere, and you have a blank face, and in 5 minutes your makeup done and you look good. And he's like, my makeup artist is on vacation in Trinidad, and I need makeup done. And I went to the corner store. I don't know what the time was going to look like. And I bought some different shade foundation and everything. And then I went on the event, packed them up in a bag, put them in nice containers for them to look nice. And I went on and I did the makeup. Luckily, I'm a forward thinker, so I didn't have any like white people makeup, so I put baby powder in a glass container with a gold top for it to look cute. And when I went, it was a white girl. So thank God she had flawless skin. So it's really the baby powder that helped me that day. Just cool down her face and made sure her eye makeup was good. And God helped me on that day. So that's where it started, me doing makeup professionally.
Okay, and then what happened like after you did the shoot for him? How did your career propel after?
It didn't actually. When I came back to Jamaica, I wasn't working at the time when I came back, and I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? And I'm like, you know what? I started makeup there, so let me do this. And I decided that's in 2013. I decided that I'm going to do makeup, and I used to wear Mary Kay for years. So in 2013, I became a makeup artist and a Mary Kay consultant for 3 years.
Okay, so did you go to school for makeup or you just naturally?
Well, as I said, I was interested in beauty from 8 years old, from birth, I would say.
Before birth.
Right, and in high school, Hartrust came to the school and they said skill is power, and I believed every word. So after I left high school, I went to EdSed and I did cosmetology. No persons thought that because you're doing cosmetology, you didn't get a subject. I had school with 6 subjects, including maths and English. But I wanted to, I believe what Hartrust said. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I did that because I went to EdSed and I did cosmetology, which entails makeup, hair, nails, aesthetics, the whole work. After I did internship at a salon in Red Hills, which is an uptown salon, I mean the kind of the kind of behavior that I experienced there. I'm like, I live in Spanish Town. If I get a job in Spanish Town salon, then I don't want to have this energy around me every day. So I went back to my dad and I was like, Daddy, I know I just did cosmetology, but I want to do business now. And Daddy was like, Terace, you don't even start utilizing your skill yet. And I said, Daddy, I just really don't think that the environment is good for me. And my father is big on education, big on education. He had education up to primary school level. So he stopped going to school so he was an entrepreneur pretty much, because he stopped going to school so that he can do his farming and rear his cattle and so forth and make his money. So, but if you met my father, you would never know because he's brilliant, and you know Daddy, right? So he's brilliant. He has a brilliant mind. So, being the person that he is, I'm big on education. I kind of bargained with him. I said, Daddy, if you just give me the money to start up, I will work the money to complete it. And he's like, all right, go and find out. He was in his garden, and girl don't like bush and mud and something, but girl tiptoe going in the garden and said, Daddy, this is what I want to do. And he said, you want to get the information? I went to get the information, started it, and that's how it went. And actually, while I was going to EdSed, my HOD, the head of the department, she signed me up for an inter-department scholarship that I knew nothing about. And in the last semester, I was wondering like, I'm going to pay the school fee, and then all of a sudden, I get my name called that I need to go to admin. I got a scholarship. Sorry, but I didn't apply for any scholarship. And the scholarship was pretty much $200 more than what I owed. And I just never collected that $200. I was just so grateful that she signed me up. So yeah, that's how it started.
But I like what you said, because sometimes in life, God takes us on a journey and we don't see how it interconnects. So here you are, a businesswoman, an entrepreneur, and I'm sure that you have to do your accounting and you have to do your marketing, and in the age of social media, you have to do all of that. So now we see where even though you did cosmetology, you had to do the business part of it because you would need.
I would have needed that. So God knew exactly what He was doing, and He aligned my life exactly so. Because all of the experiences I garnered working in corporate Jamaica, I worked in public relations, worked in marketing, worked in business development, administration. So all of those experiences, I've been able to apply it to this business and to fast track it. Because I only started in this, I've revamped it in 2020, so I'm pretty much 2 to 3 years older. And it's like me starting brand new, but I was able to move from be starting in my washroom in the heart of the pandemic, transforming my washroom into a salon, with the place with lockdown and such. And then I gave myself a year to move out of that space into a salon environment. And 1 month less than a year, I moved into a salon. I rented a booth in Portland Pines. And then I realized I rented a nail booth, but I wanted to do hair. So I ended up renting 2 booths in the same salon doing hair and nails. And I told myself that was April of 2021. And I told myself that I wanted to be in my own space by my birthday of 2022. And God made it happen. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell us about, I know you mentioned corporate Jamaica, and the different skills that you honed in corporate Jamaica. Was there any point in your journey in the corporate world that you sort of said, boy, this is not for me, I really need to go and do my own thing? What was the point of transition, or what kept you?
Every 1.5 years, going to 2 years, I say that. Like, when you're an entrepreneur at arts, you can't stay in a 9 to 5 for long. My entrepreneurs out there, you will know this, because it's like it's nothing wrong, you and nobody don't have no problem, you love your job, you like what you're doing, but you feel like you're stifling, like you're drawn, like you're going to die, you start ball, you're stressed out, you're depressed, and the thing is, I've passed 2 years here. I've never stayed in a job for more than 2 years in corporate Jamaica. But I've passed the 2-year mark working here, and I don't feel like I want to stop. I just feel like I want to do more. What is the next step? What else am I going to provide? And this is where I'm supposed to be.
And the funny thing is, being a part of the corporate world, what we don't realize is that we are also helping someone else to achieve their own vision. So a lot of these persons were entrepreneurs themselves, and we came alongside to help them in their vision. So what you're doing is not anything strange. It's just that you're not established for over the years as yet. Well-known business that people want to be a part of. And I realize that the world is really leaning towards embracing persons, the skills that they have. So it's not just academics. What else is there what is inside of you? Like you said, entrepreneurs at heart, and there was this calling upon you, like, yes, I'm in this space, I'm making money and paying bills, but, and you said that every 1.5 years that you got
2 years. The thing is, there's something that my dad always told us growing up. Because my dad is the kind of man who listens to read motivational books, Power of the Subconscious Mind, Power of the Subconscious Mind of That Choice, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all of those. So he's always encouraging us to, own our skills and to be an entrepreneur. So he would say to us that you can't get rich by making wages or salary. You can only get rich by making profits. And when you work for people, you don't make profits. You only make salary. No matter how much you pick in, no matter how much you put in, it's the same amount you're getting every month. But when you're an entrepreneur, you make profits. If you put in more, you get out more. And that's some of the things that my dad instilled in us.
And so, since you've started in 2020, what are some of the things that you have implemented from what your dad told you, and do you see it working out for you, or is there anything new that you learned or discovered along the way?
Well, one of the things that I try to do, I remember I've been an actor a long time. So I've always been to the salon to get my nails done. Normally I'll do my hair myself unless I really don't want to.
And I like your hairstyle.
I love my barber, Gary Double L. Thank you so much. But I've been doing my hair for a long time. So I mostly go to the salon to get my nails done. But all of the things that I didn't like that going to the salon and in a salon environment, I try to remember that and provide better. So So I didn't like the fact that when you go to the salon, you have to wait for hours. I can do this for hours. No, I can't do this for hours. You know, so I go by appointment only. And each person get their one-on-one time with you. It's a very peaceful environment. You don't have person talk, you don't have to hear what anybody else saying.
It's a building of environment.
Right. It's a place. I try to provide a small oasis where persons can feel like it's a getaway. You understand? So they can come here and then over the 1 hour, 2 hour, however long they're here, they're at peace. We watch TV, we drink little tea because they love tea. And we drink little tea, we eat some fruits, and we just have
some downtime.
Right. So I want to, when I go to a salon, I can get that, but I've never been able to get that, so I provide that.
So you provide that. And just want to thank you for even letting us know about your business and for encouraging young entrepreneurs and even old entrepreneurs, persons who have the heart but they haven't been able to step out and be bold about it. Is there anything that you would like to say to encourage anyone who desires but is afraid to step out?
Well, first of all, not everyone is an entrepreneur. So if you know in your heart of hearts that you are an entrepreneur, when you go to your bed and you wake up in the mornings, the only thing on your mind is that you want to do your own thing. You want to start your own business. You want to work for yourself. You want to provide jobs. You have this idea, and every time you go sleep is that you're thinking about. When you wake up is that you're thinking about. You know, you're an entrepreneur. And start. That's what I encourage persons to do. Just start. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Because sometimes where you start is not where you end up. And the only way to know where you're going to end up is just by starting. You understand? Because I started out doing hair, then I did makeup. And I never did nails really. In 2020 when I did my first nails, may I tell you, it was so ugly. I cried because I'm like, what is in my head is not coming out. But you're gonna say on paper, but on the finger. And because I called my friend and said, I want to practice on you. And I was like, you want me to soak it off? It was so ugly, I didn't like it at all. I did a second nail now, it wasn't so bad, but it still never seasoned on my head. So I took 2 weeks and I watched some YouTube videos and I did research and I went into my lady's book and 2 weeks to just focus on getting this thing right. I bought a practice and I did 2 nails on the practice and after I did those 2 nails, I'm like, I'm ready to collect people money. And then my cousin was coming over to get her hair done and I said, I'm going to give you a nail service for free, but I'm going to do long nails. And she was like, no problem, cuz. And then she came and I did her nails and I was like, yes. Took a picture of it and I created an Instagram page with that picture. From that, because I did the research, I took the time to just lock in to get it right. And then I told her, because she's a party girl, so I told her, tell your friends that they can come and get their nails done for $2,000. Any design, any length, $2,000, because I needed to practice, because I needed to make money because I needed my products. And then I did that for 1 month. And after that, I was ready to launch it. So just start. You don't know what's going to happen, where you're going to end up, just start.
All right, thanks, Therese. So when we come back, we'll get to hear some more about Therese and find out some more about her background. All right, guys.